With the new patch now live, there are a lot of things that you need to consider in building your mechanic, like MS2, inherit skill, and all the other stuff like MVP cards and what. But let's go and discuss on what is my plan for my mechanic after this patch. But before that, let's do a segue to our sponsor, LD Cloud. Are you tired of your devices running out of batteries, or even your devices overheating too much from all the games that you've been playing? Now we have LD Cloud. LD Cloud, dive into gaming anytime, anywhere, in unlimited instances, again with LD Cloud. You can run online 24/7. It is a pure cloud-based Android system. You can run unlimited multi-instances for your games. Also, cross-platform access on your mobile device, even on Windows and web browser. With LD Cloud, now I can manage my multiple accounts on my different MMO games and make sure that I am able to play them all at the same time without compromising my devices. If you are interested, please click the link on my description to get a free trial access. Alright, so now we are live with the new patch. I know I haven't been creating new contents lately. The reason for that one is I don't think there are things that we need to discuss with mechanic yet. It has been really stable and it has been really stagnant. ABR, I think, is still the way to go. Personally, I still think ABR is stronger than the MS2. But before that, maybe we can discuss what is MS2 of mechanic and how we can proceed with that. First is triple laser. So triple laser acts as an active skill, and as you can see here, I am using it, and the damage is affected by a lot of factors. But one thing that you need to consider here is that it doesn't you need hit for this, but it also crits. So meaning to say that you need to build luck, you need to build critical, and at the same time, your critical doesn't ignore the target's defense. So you also need ignore defense for this one. So I was thinking of if you're gonna be building like this MS2, more of your build is gonna be going through strength. Agi is gonna be your main stat. And at the same time, a bit of dex just to cast arm cannon and lock. After that one, I think it's gonna be more effective right now. So the damage here is a bit okay for now, but my build is not really optimized yet for MS2. But I can see the potential, especially when it crits. But when you're doing it as a skill and not like the auto attack, it is not that strong for me. I think you're gonna be unlocking like the real potential of MS2 once you get into the 4th MS skill. Next is ultra sensitive laser. Each 60 points of Agi, a mechanic possess, you're gonna gain additional beam and you have a chance to evade physical or magical damage. I think this is okay. I'm not sure what's the stats of this when you go higher. You lessen up the Agi needed and you get more percentage. So it reduces by 5 and it increases by times 2. So I think by the end of this one, you get around 3.6 chance and maybe around 40 in terms of Agi. Next is armor deterrence. It means that you're gonna have movement speed increase when you're riding the Madu gear and you have abnormal status resistance. So you're gonna have more defense because you have the evade here and you also have the resist here, and as well as you have a faster movement speed. I know one of the biggest problem of mechanics is that they are really slow, so having this is really good. If only I could do like a mix match of everything, I would have gotten ABR and get this instead, so I can have a faster movement speed. Lastly is Overhaul Overload. So when riding a Madu gear, normal attacks will transform into firing a separate laser. So it means that you're gonna be attacking on range rather than on melee. So you can build AA type here. But the thing here is that even though it is an attack build, I personally think that you should still use arm cannon, and hear me out on this one. You still need arm cannon, and arm cannon has a modifier for Doom Axe. if you use Slash or Heartbreaker, you're gonna be losing that value from the arm cannon, and this is still gonna be your burst potential. This is gonna be like your DPS. I personally think that in order for MS2 to work, you need to have like a balance of you still hitting hard with the arm cannon and you hitting nicely with the auto attacks. I think that is the only way that you can really maximize this one. And this is also the reason why I think ABR is still better and more superior when it comes to 6v6 or even PvP. But I'm planning to build out a dedicated build for MS2. I just don't plan to rush it right now because Orc Hero is coming. That's one thing that you need to consider and get. It's a priority. And another question that I've been getting a lot is that is SOT card or the new rate up card good for mechanic? I personally think it's good if you're going for a more utility build, but I personally think it's not a mass hub for you if you are saving up for Zenny. And the reason for that one is if your opponent doesn't have skill damage reduction, it doesn't really do much compared to the other cards. And at the same time, I think there are other cards better suited for your weapon card slot. I think ABR is still superior compared to this one, but I'm still gonna be testing it out for you guys to see. Next thing that we need to consider is the arrival of the inherit skill. And what does it mean for us? It means that we get to have skill coming in from the different classes. So for me, I plan to get this one. Let's just go here. I'm not sure how many inherit skill you can create. It must be 3, right? I'm not sure to be honest. But I'm planning to get Crazy Weed. Hear me out. The reason why I'm getting Crazy Weed is because you can remove Light Shield. Light Shield has been like one of the biggest problem that you can face as a mechanic. On 6v6, when a priest casts Light Shield and everyone just stacks up on the Light Shield, there's no way that you can do anything about that. But having a Crazy Weed will remove that weakness. Another one that I was thinking of is getting also the Shadow Chase. Because if you're playing with Gear, you can just hide, put the ABR, and put Shadow Chase. That is also one of the downside of getting MS2. If you have MS2, it means that you are gonna break your invisibility in order to attack. You're gonna break your invisibility to do AA, and that is not ideal, especially for mechanics. We are not that squishy, but we're still squishy by nature. So we need to defend ourselves. And I think having an MS2 is just really a counter to you having a Smoky. Lastly, I was thinking of getting Defending Aura, depending on how the meta plays out. But since we have Madokir, we don't get like the debuff coming in from Defending Aura, and which means that we are going to have consistent and damage reduction coming in from rage physical damage, and this is gonna be really critical for us. One thing that I can consider aside from that one is Aura Blade, but I'm not sure if this even works with us. And I'm still actually looking at some of the skills here. It might be good for MS2, like Duple Light and Exceed Break, but Exceed Break really slows down your attack speed, so it's gonna be really difficult for you. So technically, still Crazy Weed, I think number 1, and Shadow Chase. Lastly would be Defending Aura if I cannot get anything else. Then moving forward, we have some updates with the cards and all. Orc Hero is a must for us if you guys wanted to survive and if you guys want to counter a lot of things in the game. Stun is one of the most annoying and most critical status here in Ragnarok Classic. And definitely you need to have that resistance to stun. It means that if you have Orc Hero card, you don't need to wear Meteor armor anymore, and you can use a more offensive approach or a more offensive style. And I think that's about it, guys. I just really wanted to go through like my plans and my overall activity for mechanic. I still personally think that mechanic is a good job, a more balanced job here than when it was in Eternal Love. I was able to reach top 300 on 6v6. We are aiming for a higher standing by next season, so watch out for that. And to everyone who's watching and has been still watching me yap about mechanic for almost 10 minutes, you guys are the MVP. I would also like to shout out the few people who helped me out when I started. People from BBMax. We have Tord, we have wait, I forgot all their names. We have Tord, we have Sayad, we have everyone else from their party. Thank you so much for helping me out. And if you guys need help on your runs, you guys can message them definitely. And also another one, last shout out to our sponsor. We have LD Cloud. So LD Cloud is gonna be helping you grind those accounts easily without you really thinking about your client being online 24/7. So that's about it, guys. I think I have discussed a lot of things already regarding mechanic, and see you guys on the next one. Definitely, I'm posting more videos, probably more geared towards progression, especially on this map. On the new map, on the Abyssal Lake map, there are a lot of things that you need to do and a lot of things you need to consider. GG's, guys, and peace out.